So Robbie, before we head into Saturday's game against Workington, just a bit of reflection on last night's defeat at Mickleover. How do you assess that one, really?
How I reflect that we look at the league table this morning, going into December, 18 games, 15 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. The defeat was going to come. It's come at Mickleover. I couldn't be proud of the group for the way they've played this season. 2 defeats. They're giving us everything. Their work ethic, the desire. Nobody's more disappointed than them in the changing room. Mickleover were exceptional, as every team are when they play against us. For us to win a game of football, we have to be on it every single game. We have to work hard in the opposition, we have to run harder, we have to sprint more, and we did last night. So I'm never going to criticise my team for that attitude they showed once again. I couldn't be prouder of the way they kept going forward, trying to get that equaliser, hitting the woodwork 5 times, creating that many chances. But again, you have to take your chances, Ben. When I look, after 10 minutes, I've looked around at the bench and I said, this is going to be one of those nights. The keeper's pulling off save after save. When you hit the woodwork 5 times, and it's not like speculative efforts, it's good chances, and the ball's actually rebounded back into play off the woodwork. So unlucky, and I can't fault my team for giving me everything last night, and that desire for the fans to go and get the equaliser. So again, we're disappointed with the result, but in the performance going forward, we should have come away with something, but we didn't. We just looked a little bit vulnerable and open at the back. People will say, why did we play a 3-4-1-2? We've done that for numerous games now. Maybe I'll look at that and I'll take it on my shoulders to think, can we be that open away from home? And what you try and do in that 3-4-1-2 formation, you look at the opposition and you pick 11 players to think, what's the best 11 and 16 to beat the opposition. We knew that Mickleover would play a low block, so we'd have a lot of the ball, and we knew they'd try and hurt us in transition, which they did. So the game went according to plan, really. We'd have a lot of the ball, but on the counter, where they scored the first and second, that we could get done a little bit. The first one, we were very open at the back. The back players have been magnificent all season, as is Max. And when you're winning games by the odd goal, Max has pulled off a worldie near the end of games, or the defenders made a great block. Last night it didn't go for us, and we didn't capitalise when we had the chances. So you look at that and thinking, I want my wide players in that formation to stay high, to go 1v1 situations, and I told Duffs and JJ to stay high. Of course you've got to do your defensive responsibilities, but I don't want Duffs and JJ in the wing back, back towards our own goal position. Yes, they have to do it, and that's why I changed, because I thought we were getting done down the sides. Sean and Kenji will be more defensively minded in that shape, and I thought we were better second half. I thought Alex couldn't come on and showed a determination to prove people wrong. I thought he was outstanding. Sean got his first goal for the club, massive positive, loads more will come. Kenji was very good, and there were some very good performances. So again, yes, it hurts, but we're 13 points clear at the top of the league. Guys, are doing exceptionally well. Worksop, Stockton, Hebburn, all the teams up there will be pushing us. So we know going to Workington the weekend, we're going to have to respond. And now it's a sign of a team. How do you respond? We got beat at Tamworth, and I think we won 6 or 7 in a row. So it's now how we respond in the league. So, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a challenge for me. I've learned a lot about myself last night in terms of how I was at half time. I tried to give them all the information we could with my management team, and after the game, you talk to them. Their disappointment was obvious, our players, and you can't be critical of them because they've all been absolutely magnificent. And we'll go again, and we will lose more games from now to the end of the season, but it's how we bounce back. But as long as they show that same application, that same attitude, that same desire, we'll be fine.
As you mentioned, it is Workington, probably one of our longest trips of the season. So how important is that preparation going into a long travel?
Yeah, it's huge. Listen, we get on the bus at 9 o'clock, where we pick ups, but the lads will recover, they'll prepare. Workington, very, very good side. They're on a good run, good win in the week. It's a good playing service, but listen, we'll go there prepared, ready. We'll have a game plan, and we'll learn from our mistakes on Tuesday. I think as a young manager, in terms of myself, I'm going to have to learn. I'll look at myself, and as I always do, and I think did I or we get anything wrong last night? If I played that game again, would I do the same thing? Probably not. I'd probably change, but that's a good learning curve for me to think, where did I get it wrong? And we'll get more wrong this season, but it's how you adapt, how you come back, how you want to put things right the next game. So we'll look forward to it. But one thing I'll say, Ben, is that group of players in that change room are magnificent. They're all on the same page. They all want to push each other. They all want to get better. They're as down as anybody, and the 13 points clear because they want to win every game. And last night it wasn't to be. I don't know how, but credit Mickleover. And again, every time we step onto the pitch, for us to win games of football, it's so difficult because of the desire of the opposition. It's like an occasion. It's like a final every time, and we're used to that now, so we know it. The players know it. But last night, I want to applaud them for the effort, for the work rate, and for the relentless nature to try and get that equaliser. It didn't come. We dust ourselves down. We go again on Saturday, and hopefully put in a performance again like the other night, but being a bit more better defensively. Because we create chances, and if we create as many chances as we did last night on Saturday, and we take them, we've got a great chance of winning the game.